All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you had enough coffee this morning to wake you up. It's going to be a long day, and not much to say. The conference will be in English, so that's mostly because we have speakers coming from all over Europe, at least. Some guys also from Israel. So thank you for being here. So let me start by saying thank you. Usually people just conclude the talk with thank you. We start the talk say thank you because without you being here, the conference does not exist, right? We are the conference, no? We as participants, we have speakers, we have as organizer, we as sponsor, right? We do the conference. So thank you for being here. I know it's a kind of difficult time for everybody due to the pandemic. So I guess for most of us, it's probably the first event in person after 2 years. So I see yesterday we had a speaker dinner, and I saw a lot of people were kind of emotional to be here and be in contact with others after 2 years of lockdown, including myself. So thank you for being here. I want to thank as well our angel. So from this year we start recruiting voluntary that help us during the event. So people that are not in the board of the conference. So we have 12 people in the conference that are the organizers and help us all around the year. Plus we had this year like other 15 angels that help us like to distribute the beer, the coffee, check in and so on. So thanks also to these guys. Thanks to the sponsor. Of course, we are a no-profit association. So this conference is not run by a company. We don't do business out of that, but we have to pay this room, we have to pay a bunch of things. It's not easy to get sponsor when you are an Acre conference, no? We don't sell products here, we don't have vendors, so it's not as easy as could be like in other conferences where it's more like commercial. So we did a lot of, I think, good job. So for this year, we have like 19 sponsors. And the first one here in the list is actually the best one because they want to sponsor us, and we ask, okay, what do you want to sponsor? They said, we're going to sponsor the social event tonight. So tonight we are going to a pub where we have like beers and drinks and so on and so forth. And these guys actually, pay for our social event tonight. So very much happy about that. So thanks to all these sponsors here using screen, and I also to cheers our friends. So this conference comes from the community, and it is for the community. So our goal is to share knowledge in the security community worldwide. And some of the guys behind this conference have been running events and attending conferences over the last 10 or 15 years. So we are pretty much good friends with a conference like Hackingbo, Molcon, Romac, that are conference similar to this one running in Italy. Then we have a few camps in Italy on the spirit of the CC, Chaos Computer Camp, or the camp in the Netherlands. One is ESC and Summer Camp in Venice. The other one is one run by IHC, the Inclusive Hacker Framework. So if you want to come to Italy like for camping in summer, these are actually the reference you need. And then I have to say cheers to my friends from Confidence in Poland, Offensive Code in Berlin. 8.8 is a conference running in South America that started in Chile, and now it's running in Bolivia and a bunch of other countries down there. The friends, Dillon, my friends at Hack in the Box, running an event in Europe as well next week in Abu Dhabi. I want to say hello to Andrich, my friends that run an Alcon in Goa, Hardware.io, that was like 3 weeks ago in the Netherlands. And of course, our friends from Russia that run Zero Night, one of the probably largest hacking conference in Russia. So pretty happy to bring NOAD as part of this community. Okay, so let me tell you about the ingredients. So what's NOAD about? So the idea came about 3 years ago. So we decided to run an international conference in Italy, and everybody was telling us, okay, dude, you are in Italy. Everybody speaks Italian. How come you're able to run something like this? Okay, let's give it a try. So we went for that. and apparently seems to work. Probably 10 years ago, probably the time we were not ready, but now I think it's a good time to do something like that. So the Spirits are an international conference in Italy, a conference which has some novelty. So we don't want to have talks that you can watch online on YouTube, right? I mean, what's the point? So we want to, we have a call for paper process, and also we try to invite speakers that bring some novelty, right? So I'm not saying it's 100% research oriented, this could be an academic conference, but at least there should be some more of what's already there. I mean, some novelty on top of everything. Of course, we are trying to be as vendor neutral as possible. So we have sponsors asking us, can we give a vendor talk, like a vendor pitch? No, man, that's, we're not RSA, right? Even in the slide, we don't want to have like logos of sponsor and so on and so forth. And we don't want to be influenced by sponsors. So we need sponsor, of course, so it's always a compromise, but we try to be as vendor neutral as possible. And of course, the conference run on a voluntary effort. So we have, as I said, we have this year 12 plus 15, 27 people that are helping us to run this event just for passion, right? About the name, everybody was asking me, okay, why you came up with this no hat thing? Yeah, we couldn't call us Black Hat because, we're not in Vegas. So, of course, most of you guys know that there is already Black Hat. And we don't want to be a copy of Black Hat. We could call us White Hat, but doesn't sound very good. So we came up with no hat, which is something in between. But it's actually a logic. And I gave a talk 2 years ago as introduction to this conference. You can watch it on our YouTube channel, where I'm revealing actually the idea behind our name. So go and take a look at that talk. So our menu for today. So we start in the morning since you have a fresh mind, hopefully, if you didn't party too much yesterday night. So we start with a very serious and technical program. Because we have like my talk, then will be David, and then we have 3 talks. So around we have probably 4 talks in the morning. They're all in the track of offensive and vulnerability research. So we look at binary analysis, we look at fuzzing, we look at how to find like 0 days new vulnerabilities in software. Then in the afternoon, we go with more broad topics. So we have talks in the scope of cyber espionage, which is a very interesting topic in my opinion. Hardware security, so how you bypass protection on hardware chipsets. Then you look at malware and ICS and 5G. So it's probably more heterogeneous program compared to the morning. And then of course we go, as I said, to a local pub nearby here, where you are all invited. We will give a voucher to have a free drink, and then we see how it goes. But we go basically directly from here. I will give you instructions in the afternoon. So we are aiming to have 9 talks in a day on a single track, which is something insane. But yeah, we want to burn our brain, so that's why we are here. And also the break is pretty short in time. So we have allocated 1 hour and 50 minutes. And to have you guys, 300 people, taking a lunch in 1 hour is not easy. So what we did, we already we contacted 7 restaurants in the area, and they are waiting for us. So they already know that we are going there to eat. The model is the FIFO model, first in, first out. So you have to call them before 11 a.m. and reserve a table. For some of them, there is already a menu, so you just go there and you eat what they bring you, basically. For others, there is some choice, but it's made in a way that you can eat in 1 hour. I guess in the bag you have received, there is the list of the restaurant. It's also on the website. So noet.it/restaurants, there is a restaurant. So just make sure to reserve your spot. Of course, you can eat wherever you want. So there is a McDonald's just in front. There is a Piadineria on the left. There is a coffee place on the right. But if you eat, if you eat on your own, then you might be late. This is what we have seen 2 years ago in 2019. People were late because they went late for lunch. For the speakers, we all go, and also for the angels and the organizer, we all go together. So we are going to reassemble 12:45 somewhere here, and then we go. Okay, so I don't want to take too much because the program is very long. I would like to...